Ever since Obergefell versus Hodges, most, if not all, rights in America are the same between anyone in the LGBT community or not in the LGBT community, at least on paper. However, there are many concerns, at least when it comes to estate planning, that I wanted to talk to you today about for those who are in the LGBT community. So with that, I wanted to dive into that, but if you have any questions on this, you can go to my website, www.legionlawpllc.com, and schedule a free consultation with me about estate planning. So I wanted to talk about LGBTQ community estate planning. And really, there is no magic bullet here. There's no new document that's only for people of this community or only certain circumstances, whatever. But I did want to speak to the particular circumstances that LGBTQ community members find themselves in certain circumstances. So more specifically, if you're not married, if you have different last names, if you are cohabitating but you're not fully committed and demonstrating to the world that you're married, there are many different variations of what people understand to be partnerships and marriages and relationships in this circumstance. And that's totally fine. Everybody gets to live their life however they need to and want to, but in the estate planning world, at least in Texas, it's still pretty archaic. We are really focused on who's married, who is the spouse. And in Texas, they really want people to get married. I don't know why, but there are a lot of really sweet benefits if you are married. You get a visit in the hospital, you get creditor protection, you get housing protection, all sorts of things. And if you're not married, if you're just fiancés, or if you're boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, those benefits are not allowed for those who are in that circumstance, unless you put it in writing in an estate plan. So even if you are married, even if you're not married, putting it in writing is extremely important, because if you have different last names, if you live separate from one another, you have different circumstances going on, whatever it is, you can cater to your lifestyle however you need to. Additionally, there's also concern about cohabitation, where if you're not married and you are living together and you do everything together, it's your partner, the life partner. Many people before Obergefell had civil unions, or they were just dating in the eyes of the law, but they were in effect married and they just never formalized it. If you're in that circumstance, then it's doubly important to make sure you have an estate plan, because again, at the end of the day, Texas is looking at, was there a civil marriage between these two people? If yes, great, there's all these different benefits. But if no, then the family oftentimes of the deceased person gets to make the decisions. The family of the person in the coma gets to visit in the hospital. But if you don't have that in writing, that your partner, your life partner of 40 years can visit you in the hospital, she's not going to be able to visit you in the hospital. If you don't have it in writing that they receive everything when you pass away, it's going to go to their family. It's very unfortunate in those circumstances. So again, there's no new document, there's no new magic bullet for people in the LGBTQ community who are trying to estate plan, but I strongly recommend that you get everything in writing very clearly, with perfectly spelt names, perfectly laid out scenarios, so that what you want to have happen actually happens, rather than waiting for the government to have kind of an archaic way of determining who has what rights in what circumstances, be it in a hospital, be it paying bills, be it when somebody passes away. So that's my thought on that. Again, no new information per se, but I can't emphasize enough how important it is to have it all in writing, because you cannot assume the laws are just going to make an exception for you because you've been together for X number of years. So with that, if you have any other questions or any other concerns, you can email me directly, Derek, D-E-R-E-K, at legionlawpllc.com, or you can go to my website, www.legionlawpllc.com. You can go to the Contact Us page and schedule a call with me directly over the phone for free. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.